Welcome to our top tips for Cambridge Pet B1 reading part 3. In this part of the test, try to avoid traps. The exam activity in this video was taken for free from the Cambridge website. Take a look at the link in the description below for a free downloadable copy. In reading part 3, you need to read a text and answer some questions about it. A positive thing about listening part 3 is that all the text and all of the questions are in order. What does in order mean? Well, let me explain. Now, the answer for question 11 is normally in the first paragraph. The answer to question 12 is normally in the second paragraph. The answer to question 13 in the next one. Question 14 in the next one, and sometimes question 15 is in the last paragraph. But you sometimes have to infer information from the whole text for this question too. Okay, so that's the good thing about this part of the test. But what's the difficult thing? Well, let's take a look at question 11. The worst thing about reading part 3 is that there are 4 possible options to choose from. This means that 3 of the answers are possible traps that learners can fall into. These traps, which are actually called distractors, are written to test your ability and general reading comprehension. A strong reader should try to use logic to avoid traps. For example, let's look at question 11 and the text from the first paragraph. Because remember, the first question is normally about the first paragraph. First, it's important to identify key information in the question. In this case, we are looking for why Harry said that he was going to be a tennis champion. So, let's look at the first option in pink. Does Harry want to please his parents? Or in other words, does he want to be a tennis champion to make his parents happy? The text says that his parents have always loved tennis. And the text also talks about his mother, a parent, laughing. However, the text does not say that he wanted to make his parents happy. So, this is the first trap. Let's look at another example. Was Harry going to be a tennis champion to annoy his older brother? If you are not sure what annoy means, take a look at this B1 vocabulary video. See the link in the description below. Look at the red sentence in the text. The text says that his brother was very good at tennis. But Harry does not say that he wanted to be a champion to annoy his brother. So, this is another trap. Let's look at another answer. Was Harry going to be a tennis champion to persuade people that he was serious? Again, if you are not sure what words like persuade mean, make sure to watch this video. Please see the link in the description below. The text says that his mother knew he couldn't possibly be serious. This is a classic example of word spotting. Word spotting is where the same word is repeated in the text and the answer. In this case, the word serious. When this happens, be careful because the activity is never this easy. Persuading people that Harry was serious and his mother talking about being serious are 2 different things. This is not the correct answer. It's another trap. Notice how all the traps, also known as distractors, are all mentioned in the text. I have used 3 different colours so that you can clearly see the 3 traps in the text. This is what makes the activity so difficult. What's the correct answer? The correct answer is B. Get some attention. The text says that he just intended for his parents to notice him. So he said he was going to be a tennis champion because he wanted to get some attention from his parents. This is the correct answer. Okay, when should we focus on incorrect answers? Obviously, in the official exam, you only have 45 minutes to complete the whole exam. So you do not have enough time to focus on all incorrect answers. When should you try to justify the incorrect answers with logic? There are 2 occasions when you should do this. One of them is when you are training for the exam. Remember, doing an official exam and training for one are 2 different things. While training for the official exam, in order to benefit more from the reading activities, focus on explaining why incorrect options are not correct. This will develop your reading skills much more than just finding correct answers. Another great time to focus on incorrect answers is when you cannot find the correct answer in an official exam. Maybe try to discard the incorrect answers, and you might be lucky and find the correct one. That's it for today. Remember, if you want to improve your vocabulary for Cambridge B1 exams, take a look at this list of videos. See you next time, everybody.